Good morning, Facebook, and welcome to Blabbing for Britain, episode 63. Stephen, Peter, John somewhere. John and I have been broadcasting live to you every Thursday at 10 o'clock. And I'd like to say good morning to Stephen.
Morning everybody.
And to Peter.
Good morning.
And in a moment, I don't know where he headed off to, but I can't invite. Is he in my palette? Right, just sorry about this. We do have a series of things, and we're all trying to get ready before the show. And right, and Nazim's out of the office now. John, I'm having problems. The link in the Messenger. If you could click that. Did you guys click the link in Messenger?
No, I went in.
Yeah,
okay.
I did.
Right,
I did.
good. I've got problems with the invite, John. Can you click the link in Messenger, please? Right, okay. Now, a lot of things have been happening this week, and we're going to look at those. But do we have any stories from our local areas? Stephen?
Yeah, I've joined a couple of networking groups in the area. One's called Breakfast at the Brewery, and it's a small group of individuals who meet at the sample room of the Titanic Brewery, first Wednesday of every month, 7 a.m., which is a bit early for drinking. But and I also, I'll get to the point in a sec. I also joined a thing called a meetup called Staff's Web Tech. And the reason I mentioned it is that the next events held on 1st of March and the 21st of March, I'm going to do a Facebook Live session. So when they presentate, because they tend to have, as you know, as Peter will know, they tend to have presentations from speakers, and they're only 10 minutes or so, but it's on a specific topic. And I was speaking to the guys last night, and we're going to Facebook Live them next time. So that'll be a nice thing.
Whose Facebook was it?
I don't know, but it wasn't helping. Good morning, David. It's nice to see you. And it's pretty early where you are. God, 5 in the morning on the East Coast. So good morning to you. Hope it's a sunny day. Sorry, Stephen, you were saying.
Yeah, I was just saying that a couple of the networking groups I'm involved with, we're going to try Facebook Living them. Now, for me, that's a bit of a challenge because I've got to make sure that the lighting's good. Because last night when we had a bit of a trial, it was too dark. And a previous event we did, somebody was saying couldn't see you, couldn't hear you. So the equipment that we're going to use, we're going to work on what equipment to use, but also which platform, whether it's Smiletime or Be Live. So I'll speak to you, Stephen, at some stage about that because you're the guru. But it's a beautiful, sunny, with some white cloud day here in Stoke-on-Trent, centre of the universe, as you're all aware. And yeah, that's me. That's me for the start.
Okay.
Okay. And Peter, you have a show next Monday. Can you tell us about that?
I've got a show on Monday. I've got a chap called Edward Obi. And he's a great character. There's one thing about him. He is not frightened to go on screen because he's taken his business and he's started to build it. He's really used social media. He's used videos to get out there. He's networked. He does this HR business. And he's really made his profile out there, and people are surprised when he gets business. But he's went out there and he's done all the work for it. So we'll leave that there. But what I'm excited about him, I'm going to show you something.
Okay. Just a minute. What's going on?
Now, there you go. How does that look?
You're pretty good for presentations, yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so what I've done is I've got myself a microphone that is walkable. Yeah, it's got the power pack on it, and it's because I use it anyway. I've got it, and I've got myself. I actually got a flesh-coloured earplug that you can't be seen because I've got to tell you guys, I just hate the drooping headphones and things. But look, I can even go to the toilet now and have a diddle.
It's okay, Peter. Don't take the camera with you.
Too much information.
So what is it like now? And so I've learned
That's
a lot
great.
I've learned a lot from this because I'm now getting a new router, and that's thanks to you guys. And the guy's going to come up. He's from my BNI club, and he's going to come up, put the router in, and he's going to put all the bits and pieces in so the video will get priority when it's needed. So, absolutely good. So does it look good?
It looks brilliant.
I'll give you a dance. How does that look?
Well,
so there you go. So that's my news, and that's me for that now. Okay, I'll take it back now.
Okay, and good morning, John.
Good morning.
Right.
I don't know what happened, but
No.
Smiletime didn't want to seem to not want to play with me. So
That's because you removed blue jeans. You see, these programs know. Right? Can you go on to?
Quite important to remove the blue jeans.
Yeah. Can you go on to why?
It appears to interfere with Smiletime and send your CPU usage through the roof. I got this little tip from Eileen, and I know Eileen is the queen of everything.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
Live broadcasting.
Yeah.
And it really does make a difference.
Yeah.
My CPU usage is down dramatically. I was getting 80s, and now my CPU usage is in the 40s. So
I'm only at 300 at the moment, so
300. I still can't work out how you can be at 300.
How can you
have 300% of something?
We just can. Welcome to the world of Apple, John.
Well, yeah, Apple. Everything is big in Apple,
You've got
including the price of the kit.
You've got 100%.
It could be. I don't know. I'm not that.
What happened to the fourth core of your quad processor?
Who knows? Who knows? There was a report the other day saying that the next iPhone, the iPhone 8, which will be out in September time, is going to cost just shy of $1,000. Now that's just shy of £1,000 for us, the way things are going. But It's a lot of bloody money, isn't it? When you think about it. So yes, whether I'll have one, I'm not sure. Still stuck on a 6.
I think
pay the money that they desire for an iPhone. I don't think it's that great a piece of kit, to be honest. Samsung forever.
Well, I got my employee, one of my employees, an Honor 8, and you know something? It does the job. It just does the job I want it to do, and big screen, and it wasn't expensive. Very happy. Text, quick look at the internet to find a place, speak, message, end off.
Android, of course, you know.
Is it Android? Yes. So I'm quite happy with that, and if that's the place, because my phones, we crawl under, well, they do, so I'll be quite happy with that. Okay, I'm going to let you back to the host.
Right, there is a phone that's coming back, isn't there?
I was going to say that. The Nokia 3310.
We know that number off by heart. Who didn't have a Nokia 3310 back in the day?
Yeah.
How many years ago was that, though?
Battery life.
It's interesting. Is it really coming back, or is it
Let's have a look.
Rumor?
It actually says it's going to be sold as a second phone. That's what it's going to be, which is quite handy, you know.
Well, Nokia have denied that it's coming back, so it'll be interesting to see.
It says here that it's Mobile World Congress in a few days. That's the Nokia.
Or Fraser's comments on. Right. Okay. And yeah, I mean, it is ideally a Nokia 3310. Where were we? Let's go somewhere different. Let's go.
Let's go to Manchester.
Let's go to Manchester.
Ah, yes.
There it is. Now, that is an artist's impression a £200 million proposal by two ex-Manchester United footballers to decimate Manchester town centre. John.
Well, I've had a read since you mentioned it this morning. I'm not totally sure it's decimation. It's one street. And the argument is about a pub, apparently. A pub will be knocked down to do it. So that seems to be the biggest part of the argument, plus the effect on the skyline. But as Birmingham has had so many towers built over the last 15 years or so, the skyline has changed dramatically in Birmingham. But I actually think it's for the better. So it's in Manchester. I don't live in Manchester, so it's not a problem for me.
Whereabouts in Manchester is that? Is it actually in the centre near the town hall, or is it a bit out?
Apparently about 6 streets away from the town hall.
Because there's the Hilton Hotel with a really distinctive shape, isn't there? And this looks quite similar to that. But what I find fascinating is that what Neville and the other guy, the ex-footballer, they're a little bit well known in the sort of investment circles. Not that I'm ever part of it, but they've got that much cash, and they're an investment fund in their own rights. So I guess this is just an extension of that. They're putting money in.
£200 million investment. Can Manchester?
That won't be all theirs, will it?
A £200 million investment that will create 1,000 jobs in this day and age, and that's the question.
It is. It's money, and it's rejuvenating part of the centre.
And it's not like the boys don't have a track record of investing in the city centre.
That's right.
Because they've already, got 2 hotels in the city centre. Well, sorry, 1 hotel in the city centre and 1 hotel at Old Trafford, because they built the football hotel near Old Trafford.
Right.
They've converted the old Exchange in the city centre into a hotel, although that doesn't open for another 2 months.
Sorry about that. I was just losing power.
Okay.
Yeah. But what I was going to say.
Right.
You've got all the Media City stuff there as well, of course.
Yeah.
And
that's Salford Docks, though. That's quite a way out of the town centre.
Oh, I agree. But as a regeneration, as an investment to get towns and cities working better, Manchester's right up there with the rest of them in terms of trying to take cash away from London. And good luck to them for that. But also Stoke are currently bidding to be the City of Culture in 2021. So the sort of cultural investment, I can use the word paradigm, is very important to people. And Hull is this year's City of Culture, I think. Peter, is Aberdeen going to get City of Culture status? Are you guys bidding for these sorts of things?
I think they tried it before and didn't win.
Right.
Don't know. It's there's not much culture going on just now because of the state of the place.
But you have to find it. Could you do that?
What's that?
Could you find City of Culture stuff in Aberdeen? What are you known for? We're known for potteries and potteries. What about?
We are known for oil now, and it's not here anymore.
What's culturally?
Yeah, Liverpool.
I'll tell you what I'm known for. We won Britain in Bloom 9 times in a row a few years back, and we were actually banned from going in to let someone else win. So we're a nice, clean, beautiful city. It's grey and it's dark, then it's called the Granite City, but with the sun shining, there's some nice places to go to. You've just got to find them. So that's
the same for everywhere.
Yeah. So it's just finding those sort of things. But I was interviewing a chap last week, and it's quite exciting there. He's actually bringing out an entertainment magazine, and I'm quite excited about it. And it's not even mine, and it's going to tell everybody what's on, like a metal type thing is going out. He's going to put it all over Aberdeen, and we can look and see what's going to happen. And I hope that I've had a chat to get it into Visit Scotland office, get it into the tourist board, so people can pick it up and see what entertainment is on there. So I think it's a fantastic idea, because it is hard to find where people are. So I'm quite excited about it. So I am going to help him by putting him on to some of my customers in the entertainment, of course myself as well.
Is that an entertainment newspaper type, mini newspaper,
Yeah.
Peter?
It's going to be a free newspaper, obviously paid for by adverts, and we're going to have restaurant reviews and stuff like that in it.
We've got a similar thing in Stoke, and I'm just logging into LinkedIn because he's quite pervasive on LinkedIn, and he's got a paper called Duck, because round here we say, "Are you right, Duck?"
All right.
That's not the winged variety of duck.
Yeah.
Saxon word duckus, which is a term of respect, but it's kind of
Duck.
well, that's the Derby, that's the Eastern Midlands one, isn't it, me duck?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find what his name is, but I'm meeting him next week. God knows why, but hopefully we can find something. And it's all about this sort of city of culture thing. I mentioned. There's loads of people around here, loads of small businesses, all trying to help with this bid, because it's worth hundreds of millions of pounds of investment.
Mm.
I noticed Kevin says Essex has the most culture.
Yeah,
I'm not sure being on white stiletto heels counts.
That is you're being unfair there, John. It's an archetype. It's not the whole of Essex.
And the other thing is, do you know it's only an EasyJet flight up from London or Heathrow to come to Aberdeen now? And I love my city, and a lot of people knock it. It's great, but because I'll tell you what, there's restaurants folding every day in Aberdeen. They're really having a tough time. You can just see them.
Peter, you've been saying that since we started an episode. I think I came into this episode 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
Is it getting better or worse?
No, it's actually getting worse, because they're all folding like dominoes. You know, you're going from rates of £300 a night down to about £100, £95, £50. One restaurant.
Has the oil price gone back up a fair bit in the last what?
It may have went up and down, but there's no jobs.
Stephen, will you drop me off for a moment? I'm afraid my doorbell's ringing. I'm on the other.
Yeah, so it's just to be.
What are you going to do about it?
Well, funnily enough, I've never been so busy. Yeah, but
what about isn't the Scottish government doing their bit on it? And
I haven't seen it yet. You know. I mean, I'll give you an example. So I was out on my bike, and I've got an electric bike. Stopped this guy, and I said, "Oh, it's the same electric bike as I've got back home." And got chatting. He says, "Look, I used to get it for work and go to my work." He says, "I was on £300 a day, okay, and now he's down to £8.50 an hour for an agency." My other friend, he was an oil engineer, quality assurance. He's now working in Tesco stacking shelves part-time. That is what's happened. But someone was writing about discrimination in the paper the other day. When the oil people go for ordinary jobs, they're told, "Listen, if I train you up, and as soon as the oil comes back, you'll be gone. So I'm afraid I can't take you on." Now they're trying to get it so it's discrimination. And that's the problem we've got here. And people are loath to take on an oil worker, because why work for £100 a day when you can get £300 a day when it comes back? And that's one of the problems, and that's why a lot of them can't get jobs. Interesting, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, when I remember about 6 years ago down in Thanet, I think it was Pfizer just sort of up sticks and left. And the government was, and that was taking a load of well-paid jobs with it. and the government sort of supported the area, creating these new business villages and what have you. And the idea was that people made redundant were able to start their own business and get support in the same location potentially that they worked in. There must be some government support.
Well, there's a support where they're getting some skills. My mate, who he goes on courses, and he's got courses coming out his ears, falling out. They're giving course upon course. He's taking every course he can. No jobs. People go out and say, I'm starting up my own business. What are you going to be? A project manager. Well, very good. What are you going to project manage? As an out. That's the situation. So it's quite bad. Very bad, actually. But they'll come back.
Yeah, I think it is cyclical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Employment and the economy. Right, now, for those of you into football, we want to discuss football for a moment. And Arsenal, Champions League.
It was a bad night for them, wasn't it? 5-1, we lost. But I did have a question for you, for the experts on the panel. Arsene Wenger's been with them for 14 years.
Yep. And the rest.
Is that more than that? My question is,
he took over.
How the hell has he managed to stay there? Because they've not won a great deal since.
They bloody well have, you know.
What though? Have they won the Champions League? Have they won the Premier League?
Yep, they've won the Championship 3 times.
Oh,
the Premiership 3 times.
They haven't done the Premiership though.
So they've won the Premiership 3 times.
Yeah.
What, in Wenger's time?
97, 2001 and 2003. And
what has Wenger ever done for Arsenal?
This is, right, okay. The statistic, John, go on.
He's made them profitable. They've never been out of the top 6 in the entire time that he took out as he's been there. And he runs more than just the first team.
Right. In fact, they have been in the top 4 since 1996, which means that they qualified for the Champions League, obviously not won it, for the last 21 years. So that's possibly why he's still there. Yeah.
Yeah. Really, 3 Premier Leagues, 6 FA Cups, and 6 Community Shields since 21 years. 21 years.
There's no one else. That is even a better record than so whatever his name is. That mine's gone blank. Our former Manchester United guy. Stability.
Yeah, talking about managers, a bit of controversy today that Aberdeen won 7-2 to Motherwell. Now, Mark McGee, the manager of Motherwell, used to be one of those Aberdeen players that was adored. But it wasn't last night. He got sent off the pitch. He was sent into the crowd and somebody filmed him. And that was one of their heroes at one time.
Yeah.
And now the fans have kind of turned him. So it just shows you when you go into management, who would be a manager? Well, I would take it for a week and take the money and do a runner. But who would be a manager? You know?
But in
you failed. How's £1 million?
And Division 2, it's not that well paid a job.
No. Oh, speaking about football, what do you think about the controversy about heading the ball?
Oh,
you see that?
Big scandal, isn't it? It's going to be the scandal of the century.
We're all going to start talking about Jeff Astle next.
Can you explain, Peter?
Right, so for American viewers especially, football or soccer over here, part of the game is the ball can get put in the air and you can hit it with your forehead to move the ball forward or backwards, but mainly a lot of them use it to head the ball into the goal, to score a goal. And some of the people, they've done tests on, I think there was 6, so many footballers when they died, their bodies were given and they checked their heads and they found that they reckon it may take on Alzheimer's. So the Football Association's got a lot of money and they're saying to them, look, could you look into this to see? But here's a question for you. What would you think if heading the ball was taken out of the equation in football? What difference do you think that would make to the game?
Well, an incredible difference. Would you fine them for heading? What if they carried on heading illegally?
Well, it's if they get a problem later on, they can say, no, you headed the ball that day. We've got it written down in our health and safety. You broke the rules. You headed the ball.
You're employed by the football club.
That's right.
And they would presumably be liable. So it could actually ruin the game.
Yeah. So, but it just shows you, though, all these things look because they said these guys had been like people that had been boxers and got their heads boxed in. So it's quite interesting.
It is, yeah. Because it was Ali died of Parkinson's, didn't he?
Parkinson's,
which must be attributed to his career in boxing, you'd have thought.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of guys that used to do boxing. They're not the same. Many years later, they're changed people. You know, I've seen that. It's a shame. Yeah.
Good one.
Right. And
No, not cricket, please. No, not cricket.
Right, okay. Oh, I can't believe I spoke so much about football.
Ever said the word. I don't need to say it. I can just spell it out. No, I'm not going to mention it.
Is anything going on in cricket at the moment, Stephen?
Nothing, not a lot. We've got a new captain. Joe Root is the new captain of England. And I'm looking forward to him continuing England's success, especially in the Ashes. Right, okay.
Peter,
now,
come back now, mate.
Right, now, I'm just going to try and get this layout right on screen. Just a minute. So you're all across the top now. I'm going to bring in the which survey of supermarkets. Because Lidl.
Peter, right, you don't know how to treat this.
I'm just going to try and get this layout right on screen.
Oh, on the other side.
You've covered it.
Nearly.
Survey of supermarkets.
Okay, so what happened there? Because twice it's gone back.
Layout right on screen.
No, on the other side.
Just covered it. Put it on itself.
Nearly. Oh, somebody's on Facebook again.
No.
Twice it's gone back.
Right, okay. And I can hear myself again. Right, that didn't work, did it? That didn't work at all.
Really? Facebook again. The old one.
This is playing up again because I can hear myself 20 seconds ago. Can anybody else hear that?
Yeah, I can hear you. Echo.
Yeah, okay. Right, okay. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. John, you're going to have to come back. Can you refresh and come back in, please?
You think it was John again?
I don't know what's going on. I just took a wild guess at which of the four of us it was. Okay. Right. Okay. And Kerry.
Oh yeah. Wait. Supermarkets.
Oh, supermarket. Hang on. Let me dismiss that. Supermarkets. Yes.
What's the story?
The story. Just a minute. I'm thrown for a second. It won't take long to get. So I can't actually get it on screen properly. That's the problem. Just a minute. I'm going to move myself over here, and I'm going to bring it on screen, and then we're going to have to go like that. This is live. Right. Survey by which would you recommend your supermarket to a friend? And 74% of Waitrose customers would, 73% of Marks and Spencers, and 72% for Aldi. And as we get down the bottom, we can see that Tesco and Asda had the lowest recommendation rate of any of the top supermarkets.
Yeah.
No, I think Peter's over the top of Morrison's, because obviously Morrison's features there somewhere. But it is interesting that customer satisfaction does vary from supermarket to supermarket, doesn't it? I mean,
It's also quite high.
yeah, it is. I mean, if three in four of your customers recommended you, you'd be more than happy, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, I can say now, right, we get most of the shopping from Aldi now, okay?
Yeah.
And then from the tea bags, which are gold, their own gold, we get from Lidl's. So, but I'm lucky they're all beside me. And then I go to Tesco's, which is not far. But funnily enough, I get products for each of them because I like each product. The majority comes from Aldi. Lidl's, I'm a diabetic, have got, tell you about this, they've got a protein roll and there's 0.6% of sugar in it and 8% carbohydrate, which is fantastic for a diabetic because usually a slice of bread is 18 carbs, which is really great. So fantastic. I go down and get them fresh and buy them. So as I say, each one for me, luckily they're all beside me. I can just go and do a route and pick up what I want. Really, really good. It's fantastic. Never hardly go to Asda now. No.
We do tend to do a lot of shopping at the local shops. It's just around the corner. But I noticed the other day, and I don't know how interesting this is, that a box of After Eight mints was £1 in the local Tesco's or somewhere, and it's £4 in the local shop.
What?
Exactly, yeah, £4. And you think that's not quite right. But again, it's horses for courses, isn't it? I mean, it's a small shop right in the middle of the area, but compared to Tesco's, the huge multi-billionaire.
The thing, though, to look here is that I bet you the weight of the two boxes is
both. I checked that, both 400 grams.
all right.
And it wasn't Tesco's have hit the headlines again with mispricing items. They did a survey and
offers still on the shelf, but not honoured when got to the automatically.
And I bet it's not just those guys who are affected.
No,
everywhere.
because I was in Sainsbury's the other week and it was 5 jellies for £2. But when I got to the till, I was charged £3.20. And I had to take the manager over to show her this offer was still listed on the shelf. She did honour it, don't get me wrong, she honoured it. I didn't realise it hadn't been removed. So it's not just Tesco's.
No, but there is a point here that until you actually get to the till, all you've got is an offer for sale price. It's not until you actually are told the price at the till that the price is legal. It might be misleading up to that point.
All right.
But the actual legal price is the price you pay, as far as I understand it. Am I right or wrong?
I've heard that before.
Isn't it called law of tort or something?
Back in the day when
you accepted the offer.
As soon as you've accepted the offer. I mean, it was when John mentioned tort there, my mind went back to TORTE, the law of torts, which I learnt in my accountancy days, which were a bit back. It isn't when the offer is accepted, so it is misleading, but it's not illegal.
However,
if mispricing was illegal, then every shop in the country would be guilty of it.
Okay.
But when it's a supermarket and they've got thousands of lines on the shelves, occasionally it is going to happen, but it shouldn't be happening as much as it is. Would that be fair?
I think so.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. What's happening in the Midlands, John? What do you need to know?
Lawyers are a bunch of idiots. Does that mean anything to you? We're about to exchange on the sale of my mum and dad's house, and I get a message yesterday saying it can't go ahead because there's no God, I forgot what it's called now. No survey on the house for heat and stuff. Flipping it, what's it called?
Oh yes, one of those surveys.
Yes.
Is it an energy rating?
Yeah, EPC. Thank you very much. There's no EPC on the house.
Yeah.
So fortunately, I've got a friend of a friend who owes me a bit of a favour because I sorted his laptop out just before Christmas, and he's gone round to do it this morning. Still going to cost me £75 plus VAT. But why didn't the solicitors sort of pick this up like 2 months ago when they first started handling the whole thing?
Well, there is one explanation. It's because they're crap, but that might be a bit harsh.
It could. Yes. Okay, now the other news. I wish I could. This is when you want 6 people on screen. This would be handy. Just letting Smiletime know.
Put me
Sorry?
off, Steve. I'm going to leave for a sec.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm going to put John over there, and it was announced yesterday by Facebook that we're going to have Facebook TV, which is to play all the live videos and all the videos that are on Facebook on your television. So in other words, you download the app, and then as an alternative to watching Netflix and YouTube, you can watch live and recorded video on Facebook. Your thoughts?
I'm so unexcited it's not true.
Now, how will they be doing it? Are they going to be using something like Chromecast for it, or is it going to be direct into your television?
It's direct. It's basically it's a replay facility. It's like the YouTube replays and the Netflix replays. You're actually downloading the video. Can you just move to the right a bit, Peter? That's it. We're good.
Oh, another way.
No, that's the wrong way. That's it. We're perfect now.
I think if you were doing a live video like Stephen's going to be doing, and you had it on a screen and you wanted to replay it, you could actually take that to a seminar and replay it, so it's saved for you. So that might be interesting enough. Yeah.
Say that again, Peter, please.
Right. So you're going to be doing Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And it actually records it for you on a television. I don't know. Does it do it live, John, when you're actually doing it and it goes on the screen, or is it after a replay?
Well, it's processed and then it's available after. So
Okay. So you could actually do a talk on Facebook Live, and if you wanted to give it to another audience, you could actually screen it and put it on a television so people could watch it.
Well, it's slightly different or enhanced to that, Peter. Basically, anything that you can see on your Facebook timeline or can find through Facebook search, if it's a video, you'll be able to play it on your TV without being in Facebook.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he could still play that to an audience without repeating himself.
He could play it to the world. Yeah. You can't play it to a selected audience unless you've actually put the video in a private group. Well, there are more questions than there are answers at the moment.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is you do a talk, it goes down very well. You can go to a room somewhere, put it on, and then put it on the television, and everybody can watch it on the television.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a good idea when I'm doing this thing? Let's say the whole event is an hour and a half, say, and I mean there's the bit where we have the bacon butties, which is all very nice, and then there's the presentations, and then there's the general networking. Do you reckon it'd be best to sort of have it as a series of, obviously have the presentations recorded, but then just try and do a Robert Peston on the rest of it, and maybe even chat with the other people who are there. So you're turning it into an actual Facebook event, as well as the actual networking that's going on with the people who are there. And that's the reason that they're there. They're there for the networking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose nobody knows until we try it, do they? Really? Because I don't think it's been done much, has it? With our colleagues and friends around the world.
It's new, isn't it?
I think so. I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But we can only fail at the worst.
If you don't try, you're never going to win. And
Right.
it's worth the trying. I mean, to be involved in live video at the moment is quite exciting, has to be said.
What's the latest on technology, Stephen? On Smiletime, Be Live, all the rest of it?
Right. Well, as we've noticed for the last 3 or 4 weeks on here, or certainly in the last couple of weeks, this is very, very smooth now. We can come out. What are you shaking your head, John?
It's been hopeless today. It keeps going. This smart time will start again in a few minutes.
I haven't seen that.
No,
we
not
haven't
for
seen,
us.
all we have open, no, we ever have open is the Smiletime screen.
And I keep seeing the black screen that says that this smart time broadcast will start in a few minutes.
What, regularly through the hour?
Yep.
Well, I've got to say, this is one of the best ones for me ever.
Indeed, I agree. We've not had any
Perhaps it's
problems
'cause
at all.
I deleted the Blue Jeans plug-in.
Perhaps you need to restart your machine, John.
I have done that recently.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean,
Those upgrades overnight, so my machine has been restarted this morning.
it's scientific. 3 out of 4 people say that the Smiletime service is becoming stable. So there you are, 75%, even better than the supermarket ratings. We can say that Smiletime.
I'm waiting for a bit of news, because all this time we've been together, I've managed to put John in touch with my industry. Yeah, we've done a promotional type video together that we made, and I'm quite excited about it. So I'm just waiting for. I don't know if they'll be back in touch with you yet. Is this, Stephen? I don't think they probably will have yet.
Well, Peter, there is an unlisted YouTube on video on YouTube, sorry,
Right.
of Peter and I, which we did last week, and we're promoting the idea of hosted interactive live training to the MPTA. And today is the board meeting when they will watch Peter and I on video and decide whether to go forward with it. So it's a collaboration between the two of us, which we're quite enjoying. As we do, we have fun on the Monday night show, but there is a serious business behind this as well.
Yeah, I can be serious at times.
So can we all, Peter. So can we all.
It quite excites me.
So that's definitely been going on, and is a result of our being on here. Because as Peter said the other week, we actually all met on here, and we're taking it forward from here and into our business lives, which is good. Right. So other technical news this week. If you are, I mean, it's not for the 3 of us, but if you are interested in live video, I have a new Udemy course out for going live on Facebook, and it's available on Udemy. It will be available at a discount this weekend, and I'm looking forward to promoting that. And I'm writing my 2nd course at the moment, which is about Be Live. And the thing is that the courses on Skillshare are very good, but Udemy makes you up your game, because the video and the sound have got to be perfect. And that's the reason I got this microphone rather than using the C920 microphone. So we're improving our kit all the time, as Peter is. Peter, you've upgraded this week, haven't you?
Yes, well, as I say, I've got my. I did get another one, but I've got a hidden ear that will go in, and I'm very, very happy with my wireless walkabout microphone, so I can walk about and look to camera, move, get a point across. So I'm absolutely delighted with it, and there's been no problem whatsoever. And the next thing for me is to get better lighting, and then I'm going to get a real decent camera that can be taken to a seminar and actually go live with it. Now, I'd love to do that and get a good camera that can take a big shot. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to plug the speaker. I've got a speaker that I use for small nursing homes, etc., that I sing to, and it covers a big area. So that will be plugged in to the speaker, and that will put everything across the room. If someone's speaking on here, or if I'm speaking on the mic, it will all come out of the power pack, the PA system. So that's what I'm going to hopefully do in the future, so we can actually have live interacting training or something like that. So I'm quite excited. Been looking into it.
Yeah, we came up with an acronym, as you do.
Well, you did.
Well, yeah, okay, thank you. Which is HILT, H-I-L-T, which is Hosted Interactive Live Training. So watch out for that.
Yeah.
And we're working also with David Vaughan. So it's truly broadcasters getting together. All right, anything else that we need to, or we can discuss in the remaining few moments of our 63rd show?
Well, you've obviously got the Monster President you could talk about for a few moments, and the odds at mainly British bookies are moving towards evens that he'll be impeached within the first year of his presidency, which is a stunning achievement in just 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
It's currently 11 to 10 against, isn't it?
It's just craziness, man. It's crazy. And I asked you earlier, Stephen, was George W. Bush as incoherent as Trump in terms of the words he made up and stuff like that compared to this bloke? I'm not sure.
Oh, I better have a say about all this.
Go on, man, you go.
Go for it, Peter.
Right. Should entertainers, high-profile people that can sway an audience because they like their singing or their acting or whatever, should they really get involved politically?
Do you want an answer?
Because what I'm seeing is, I'm taking another view from that. Look at everybody that refused to sing for the president at his inauguration. Now, some of you are not old enough to hear of McCarthy. McCarthy used to hunt down communists in America.
Yeah.
And if it was found out that you were a communist, basically your career in the movie industry, in the entertainment industry, would be finished. So, is it working the other way? Are people afraid to say that they like the Republican president and they like the way it's going, the way he's going to secure their country? I think most of them are afraid to stand up because they will be what they call in Britain blackballed. I'd like to hear your comments.
Do you remember back in the 1600s?
No.
It's before my time as well.
Remember those cartoons?
Oh, it's frozen.
Oh, well.
We've lost it.
See, we knew he wasn't going to speak sense.
Okay, I think that was just a case of the signal being lost. I'm just waiting for Stephen to come back. Hang on. Is anything in the chats? All right. Just waiting for just a moment. This is technical difficulty. I'm just going to X Stephen, and
He was back and working.
was he?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Sorry, Stephen. Can you just type hi? Can you just type hi, please, Stephen? Sorry about that. Our celebrities are feared of coming out in total unanimity with the president. I don't think so. I think everybody's playing, just being honest, and I don't think that anybody who did come out for the president, providing they did it genuinely, would have a problem. Okay, can you see Stephen now?
Just a picture.
Just a, John?
Yeah, it's just static picture.
Start picture.
Okay. And we're getting this possibility. It's trying. It is trying to come through. Okay. I've got to say that sat in the UK, having a Facebook feed which has interesting stories in it every day.
Mm-hmm.
There has been more noise made in the first 4 weeks of the presidencies. Okay. Now, can you speak, Steve, and see if Kevin can hear you? Because if he can, I'll bring you back on screen. What I'm afraid of is a blank screen going. And if I go and refresh. Right, I'm going to. No, it's not personal. It says you're in the show.
No, he's frozen. He's frozen.
We can't see you. I'm going to invite you again. Right, well, things are going so well. And all I can see is
just the button of bad connectivity open to him. That's what happened.
All right, I don't know. Okay, right, we're in dead air time. My apologies for that to everybody who's watching live. This is live TV. Anything can go wrong. In the past few minutes, it's gone totally wrong. I don't think the topic is right. This is unfair to the platform.
Okay.
And generally speaking, it is pretty darn good, and it was up to that point, and it just froze. And I think it's the connection that froze. We're still here.
Yeah.
And it is pretty stable. Yeah, it could well be, John.
I was answering Kevin.
All right, okay, yeah. So, Stephen, I'm going to invite you one last time, and then we'll see. It won't let me get rid of you now. Okay.
Could be worse. It could have been my show on Monday.
Go on then.
I said it could be worse. It could have been like my show on Monday. We've actually learned a lot from my shows, but making sure your guests are well prepared, making a real live interview show I do. And the guests have got to take it serious. We give them three sets of information that they need. And would you turn up to an interview late? No. So that's the sort of things we've learned. Make sure we've got a set list now that when we do the show. I'll Stephen back a lot.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened there. I reloaded. Peter asked the question: should celebrities? I think I'm saying this right. Should celebrities have a view, have an opinion? And I think the answer is 100. Well, it depends who the celebrities are, who you're thinking of, Peter. If you're thinking of people like Michael Moore or it goes on my head, John Oliver, or the other satirists that are out on the late night TV shows, Bill Maher, been doing it for 20 odd years. They've got an opinion, of course they have, and they're on a particular side of the argument. And they've got a stage upon which a platform upon which to talk about things. Stephen Colbert's one I've been following for quite a while. And he's so aggressive, calling out lies and liars from within the administration, challenging them to come onto his show so that they can be presumably pilloried by him and the audience. But I think that the First Amendment, the ability of free speech, means that it's legitimate, it's criticism, it's satire, and
right. So free speech, that's the fundamental part of society. Yet Berkeley, I'm gone now.
No, you're there, Peter.
You're just about there, mate.
You're there. You're still there. Carry on. We can hear you and see you.
Don't know what's happened yet.
Carry on, mate.
We can see you.
We can see you and hear you, Peter. Right. Okay.
So just to give you a counter, yes, yeah. Have you heard of Milo or Milo? Have you heard of him yet?
No.
No.
I'm seeing
No.
the last bit I've spoke. Right, okay. So just to say, Milo,
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, come on then.
I'm
get
seeing
down.
what I've just said.
Right, you've got the echo,
Right.
Peter. I don't know where
Okay.
from this time.
He's the opposite
Um,
view from the left.
Milo,
He went to
M-I-L-O.
Berkeley University and they wouldn't let him in. Okay, he was going to give a talk. They wouldn't let him in. The college. All right, okay. Well, refresh. Hold on.
It's okay, carry on. Okay, and he didn't.
There's a chocolate drink in Era in Ireland. I haven't heard of any other Milo. I don't know you.
I bet he's going to come back and say that he was barred from Berkeley and it's a scandal,
Okay.
terrible stuff like that, right? But again, it's about a platform, isn't it? Universities have rules even more these days about providing platforms for people to speak because it's their platform. It's not the platform of the. Hi, Peter. I was just saying, Peter, that you're going to tell us about Milo being barred from Berkeley or something like that.
Yeah, no.
And I was just saying that it's not his platform. That platform, the university, they've got their own rules and regs, which meet their cultural needs. Harvard will be different from Staff's University, I'm sure.
Right.
But the point is, it wasn't the satirist or Milo's platform. The ones that you're putting him against have got their own platform on HBO and Smiletime Showtime.
No. Well,
Their own content, and like you've got yours when you're doing your talks.
yes, but he was invited to the university by the conservative students.
Yeah.
And when he went there, he met anarchists. They wouldn't let him in. He could be taken away by a police escort. But the conservative students wanted him in. And what happened was they turned up. The college principal stood the police down, said you won't be needed. They wrecked the place and it caused a lot of havoc. Go and look it up on YouTube, you'll see it. And he was just going there to give his view, and basically he was attacked for it by the students. So where's the free speech there? And why did they wreck their own university?
Different argument, Peter. Different arguments, not a free speech argument. It's a lawful argument there. The fact that somebody's been barred from somewhere they've been invited to, and the owner of the premises has called the police in to get law and order re-established.
No.
It's an argument.
They told the police not to come. They stood them down. It's their own university police.
Any of you just change the topic slightly because we're not going to win on that one.
Right. Okay.
While we're on air,
Yeah.
while we're on air, the Office of National Statistics has released its family spending survey results for 2016.
Okay.
And it's interesting to see that spending on alcohol and fags has fallen yet again in the
Good.
in there.
That's
And
good.
the average family spends £528.90 every week.
Yeah, Peter.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's just me and you.
Do you spend
Right, well,
£528.90 every week?
True. And that's a non-political, factual note to end on. That spending on
I think we've hit
alcohol and
Sure.
cigarettes is down, which is good for health, but bad for our exchequer. And on that note, the hour's passed again, just gone like that. So if you'd like to say goodbye for now, Peter.
Goodbye.
An advert for Monday as well. If you want.
See you
Monday
Monday,
night, 7 o'clock.
Can
Right.
still
John.
Fraser.
Sure. Hello to Neil, who's just popped in. I know he's been in Newcastle the last few days, but it's goodbye from the rest of us. And sorry we're saying goodbye when you've just arrived, Neil.
Well, we can stay on for another 5 minutes if you want, John. I'm
I'm not in any rush to go anywhere.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Neil has joined us.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I wasn't in a rush to go. I was just saying that I just wanted. We managed to avoid.
Listen, folks, I'll have to go because I'm needed on the phone.
Right.
Cheerio, take care.
Okay, Peter, take care. See you soon.
Okay, bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Right. Okay. And we've lost Stephen's feed. So
I'm trying to find out how I place myself in the middle.
Right.
Fraser's been very observant today, even if he has upset our mate Peter. He noticed I've trimmed my beard.
He did, yes. And you've done that to keep the peace.
I was being nagged.
You that's what I said. Keep the peace. No, looking good. Right. Well, we're going to be back next Thursday at 10 a.m. and we look forward to talking to you and showing you things around Britain and the rest of Europe sometimes. John, do you want to do the outro? Because it's just me and you. And
okay. Well, it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from him.
Him. All right. Okay. Take care, everybody. We'll see you all later. Now, as soon as I press this button, we're going to disappear. Bye. Bye for now. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next week.